Welcome back everyone, I'm Diora, and this is Long Live the Queen, Try 3. So, we did something different for the Ixian conflict. We used our Lumen Powers to show that we're awesome, and they thought they shouldn't mess with us. So, now, but the problem is all that focus on economics and, Lumen stuff has kind of unbalanced our skills quite a bit. So, my focus right now is going to be on conversation with public speaking and court manners. Mainly going to be the court manners stuff, because I'm pretty sure if I do the public speaking stuff... Well, I'm going to need the public speaking stuff anyway, but I'm not going to probably be participating in the festival, because that's going to kill me. So classes. Court manners, let's do this. As the person of highest rank within the domain, no one may sit at any formal event unless you give them permission, and no one must ever turn their back on you. If they do, you are intended to recognize the insult. You study rules for formal dining, including the proper utensils for different dishes. As the queen, no one will comment on your mistakes, but they will notice them. You should study the traditions of ballroom etiquette, how to politely accept or defer an offer, and how to avoid the impression of attachment to an individual. As you are walking one day in the gardens, you hear a strange sound and look up to see an owl flying overhead. A single dry leaf flutters in its talons. That's funny, I thought owls were nocturnal. I guess I was wrong. Okay. So, this will give us yielding, depressed, and pressured. I don't want to be depressed. Yielding, lonely, and cheerful. It's workable. We'll do that. Not being able to do sports is kind of making things a little bit difficult for juggling our mood. But we're still lonely, so we can still get bonuses to conversation. Main thing we need is public speaking, so let's go ahead and take some classes in public speaking. Done. You practice tongue twisting sequences of syllables to improve your enunciation. You take deep breaths and practice speaking loudly and clearly, projecting your voice to every corner of the room. You memorize lists and sonnets, then recite them for your teacher and any castle staff she can round up to serve as an audience. Remember that the Festival of the Good Lady is approaching. There will be public celebrations for the commoners, followed by a grand gala for the nobility. As queen, you could be expected to lead the processions and take part in the ceremonial planning, possibly give a speech. However, since you are not yet crowned, it is not required, and it may not be safe to expose you to the public. What do you mean not safe? Outside the castle, you are less well protected. If anyone means to harm you, think on it now, decide later. There's a letter for you as well. It's from Brittany. I went to school with her, but she is a couple years older than me. Her mother is the Duchess of Mead. She's complaining that her mother still won't let her come home for the holidays. Apparently her uncle Kevin is absolutely furious about that woman's trial. She's bored and looking for an adventure. Well, I don't have anything to suggest to her. Alright, so we're extremely, extremely lonely. Okay, so... you become willful and angry, but I don't want that. Alright, well, let's become more yielding and hope we can just make do, I guess. It's actually probably about too late to even bother with that at this point. Which is annoying, but there's not much we can do about it. So, just become... yeah, there's not much we can do about it. At the very least, we can get some of that loneliness to fade a little bit. Yep, we're still lonely. We're up to pretty high levels of conversation. No, not that high, but it's better than what we had. Alright, well, we can just take some... well, we can take some classes in presence again. So let's see if that... I don't even think I have enough presence to make do, unfortunately. So we're just going to go ahead and we'll overwrite this, why not? Return classes. Well, I really don't want to... I'm not going to make... I'm better off not wasting the points that way. So, done. You learned that it's important to make eye contact when saying nice things about someone. You learn that flattering comments have the best impact when kept short. Gushing makes people feel awkward. You learn that it's always better to compliment people for their personality and their choices than their physical attributes. You unlock a new outfit. Today is the procession and planting for the Festival of the Good Lady. Will you be leading the parade? If you have any concerns about your safety, please stay here. The people will recover from disappointment. If we lose you, there is no recovery. I would rather not go. No, I guess I'd rather stay here. Yielding. Lonely. You watch the procession from the tower, feeling safe but lonely. So, good, I guess. Which means we can become yielding. For what good that will do for us. But, it's better than nothing. Okay, so we're yielding now. Outfit change. We're gonna go ahead and change into the tea dress. And while we're doing that, we might as well work on our presents. So, classes. Royal demeanor, presence, present. I hope this is enough, because if not, I'm screwed. You stare at yourself in the mirror and practice focusing and transmitting energy with only your eyes, turning the intensity of your gaze on and off at will. You practice using different styles of breathing in order to feel more energetic and to let that energy surround you and for others to share. You plant your feet in a strong stance, imagining that you are a tree, deeply rooted in the earth. You can feel that power within you and know that you will not be pushed aside. Actually, I shouldn't have changed outfits, but that's okay. Are you ready for the grand ball? All the nobles in the domain are here to see you, to see their queen. Yup. You finish dressing and descend the stairs to make a grand entrance. All around, the rich and powerful pause in their activities to gaze upon you, the ruler of them all. Presence-still. Seeing yourself whoa, failing everything in your eyes makes you want to run away and hide. After a moment, you force yourself to carry on, but you're sure that they've all seen you hesitate. Your father waits for you at the bottom of the stairs and offers you his arm. The first dance is up for us. He guides you gently around the dance floor, never rushing you. It's fun to dance with your father, but the look in his eyes is so sad. After this, you must choose your partner. There are a number of men who hope to catch your eye. The Duke of Kigal alone has brought 3 eligible sons, all near your age. And this is just going to go over the partner, so I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to go someone our age again. Lindley, okay. He bows to you with great courtesy and you begin to dance. Dancing with a real partner feels quite different from dancing with your father. You knew him, knew his steps like a part of you. Now every move is a mystery. Unfortunately, you lose track of which steps you are supposed to do, when, and trip over your own feet. Oops. Between the dances, there is time for the guests to mingle, chat, and sample tiny bits of exquisite food. Court manners plus flattery is success. You interact comfortably with your peers, leaving a wise word in every ear. During a lull of the music, Banyan, the Duke of Mare, taps an elegant fingernail against a wine glass, letting the clear note ring out through the room. If I might have your attention, I believe we should offer our compliments to our lovely hostess. Her words of wisdom guide us through our difficulties. Everyone applauds politely. As the gala continues, you take the opportunity to observe nobles that you rarely see. So, since we didn't do any of that marriage stuff, he didn't do any snide comments, it appears. There's Gwenelle, for instance, the young lady of Sudbury, only months older than you, and due to finally inherit control of her duchy soon. Or Adele, the youngest daughter of the Duchess Alila, and a fierce sportswoman. She is a few years ahead of you at school and an absolute terror of the ball field. Nobrini, she had said her parents were leaving her stuck at the school this season. Her parents are here dancing together, the Duke Consort clutching her Duchess possessively tight. Strange that there's no sign of your cousins, though. Shouldn't they be here? Your aunt and uncle are here, of course. It would be scandalous if they hadn't come, Merva being so close by. Since magic success, there's something itching at your senses, something familiar. Then it hits you. Aunt Lucille is a Lumen. Talk to your aunt. Aunt Lucille, may I speak with you privately? Of course, dear. You withdraw to a small side room. I can sense your powers. You're a Lumen. What? I am too. That's how I know. Can't you sense that? No, I can't. She looks down, shaking her head. I do have a Lumen crystal. I found it years ago. It called to me, but I don't know anything about magic. I can make the crystal appear and disappear, and I can block out sound with it. That's all. Why keep it hidden if it's not illegal to be a Lumen? Magic is dangerous, everyone knows that. People might think I was an evil witch. They wouldn't trust me. Look at how much trouble the Duchess of Ursel has. Please, Your Highness, don't tell anyone. Offer her a court position. What I think I should tell everyone is that you are my new Lumen Minister. What? Lumens have power. If you train with me, you'll become even stronger. I want that strength here to defend the capital. You'll have that status and recognition, and no one will dare to call you a witch. What do you say? I accept. Good. It's nice to be able to enjoy time with friends and family, isn't it? So there you go. We now have well, we have a Lumen. That's all we really need to say about that. Our freaking moods are all over the place, unfortunately. So we need to fix that, like, soon. And what else do we need to work on? Really, the intrigue stuff didn't help us too much, unfortunately, so I don't know what to work on. But in any case, I really need to become Willful again, so we'll work on that. Yielding Afraid, Willful. Well, it's become Cheerful. God, it's just so ridiculously hard to get rid of, like, things like... Really hard to get rid of, like, things like Lonely and stuff. Not much we can do about it. Alright, get plus Cheerful. Alright, skills-wise. So we're in better shape than we were before, I guess, but not by much. I think our main thing's gonna be, well, for one, I'm gonna boost my presence. Actually, I wouldn't mind getting... I don't really care about any of that. Counting, trade, production... Well, we can probably work on... I don't know. Well, let's change our outfit. I'm gonna go ahead and go with the tuxedo. So we got our tuxedo going. And we'll go with Royal Demeanor, so... Actually... Outfits. We're gonna go with Magical Girl, just in case. So classes, we want to go ahead and start working on our Royal Demeanor. We're gonna go ahead and get that present. Well, we can't get presents up yet, so we have to work on Composure and Elegance first. So, Composure first. You practice deep breathing exercising, learning to find and maintain a sense of inner calm. You practice positive thinking, maintaining a good self-image, and conditioning yourself to carry on rather than be frustrated by any past misstep. You practice sitting calmly while your teacher circles around you and makes unexpected loud noises at random intervals. You wander downstairs to visit your father and talk about the latest events in the domain. You're moving with such enthusiasm that you don't realize that your father isn't alone until it's too late to avoid him and his companion. You are too kind, Jocelyn. Countess Siren, not a member of your circle, she's a bit more than a decade of your senior, far too old to have ever been your friend, and yet not at all old as noblewomen go. She has 2 minor titles, no husband, and your father's arm in her grasp. How dare she make a move on your father? Shame or silent scorn. You meet her eyes and imagine your mother's disapproving presence behind you. She knows your stare, but only smiles at you ever so sweetly. Darling Elodie, I hope you have been well. Fine. Thank you for the anger. Perhaps we'll be seeing more of each other in the future. She gives a little wave and exits. Once she's gone, you raise an eyebrow at your father. Don't give me that look, young lady. She's a nice woman, nothing more. She wants something more, and it's not going to happen anytime soon. You should be careful how you deal with people like Siren. You need the goodwill of your nobles as well as your commoners. There haven't been any problems so far. As queen, you must be aware of everything around you. I'm paying attention to what's around me. Alright. Yay, anger. We need to get more Willful. Blah. It's so annoying. The problem is there's just not many ways to become Willful either at this point. Well, there are, but not without building up loneliness, which is the problem. So we'll just go ahead and visit the treasury. Yeah. We got that. So, we're still got our Royal Demeanor going, so we'll go ahead and work with that. So, classes, Elegance. You You practice walking along a narrow rail, taking each step carefully and focusing on your balance. You practice standing and walking with books balanced on your head. You practice the elegant way to hold and sip from a teacup, your pinky slightly extended for balance. You are strapped into a corset and hoop skirt and practice walking with ease. The corset makes it hard to breathe and twist, and the skirt sways out of control if you move too rapidly. You unlock a new outfit. It is time of the year to decide any necessary adjustments to the royal budget. The majority of your money we receive is already spoken for, but there is always room for discretion. Counting success. Based on the records and notes of current expenditures, if you maintain the current rate of tax, you will still have 9,000... Okay, it just tells you how much money you have. If you lower taxes, you'll lose some of that money because it will go to pay your existing costs. If you raise taxes, you should have more. Or just... I'm kind of interested to lower them, to be honest. I mean, it's not like we're spending much. I think we have enough money. Let's lower the taxes a little. As you wish. That should please people. Alright. We're still yielding. The problem is we need to get pressured, and there's nothing we can do about that. But I do want to go ahead and get my Lumen Powers up, so... As annoying as it's going to be, we're going to go ahead and just Willful ourselves up. So now we're lonely again. Classes. Oh, skilled, actually. So for right now, we're doing okay. I do want to go ahead and get my court manners up, so let's go ahead and take classes. And court manners. Just fill that out. You memorize the correct title for every servant in the castle, treating servants with respect ensures good service. To directly challenge someone's honor is to declare war. Never make its public accusation of cowardice, treason, infidelity, or murder unless you are prepared to face mortal enemies. And on that note, you study the etiquette of dueling. As a monarch, you are expected to embody the virtues of honesty, bravery, and generosity. You should always offer aid to those in need. However, those you aid personally are expected to give you their utmost loyalty, even into death. You study the forms of written address, how to issue and decline invitations, how to announce an impending visit, and how to correspond with the rules of foreign domain. You are requested to stand judgment. A man has been convicted of murder by strangling of his wife. I hope I have enough points for this. He does not deny the act, but requests a pardon that he might be set free. If you admit you killed your wife, why do you think I'm going to set you free? Save me, your majesty. It wasn't my fault. Demons made me do it. Everyone knows the power of magical beasties. They used me. They twisted my fingers into chains. My wife found me screaming. She tried to shake me, and the chains wrapped around her. I need the priestesses to bless me and make me clean again. This magic says, demons. This man is a lumen. Where did he get a crystal? Question him about the crystal. It was a demon's magic that killed your wife, not your own magic. So you know what I am. He throws out his hands, and his fingertips elongate into floating strings of gold. Die. Gold chains slash at you like whips. This magic fail. Whoa. There you go, and I just died. The chains wrap around your ribs and neck and begin to tighten. You see your guards panicking and starting to rush towards the renegade lumen, but before they reach them, your vision goes black. Well, that's one way to die. Yeah. So, let's go to title screen. Checklist. Hired a lumen minister. Anything else? No. If you succeed in that thing, though, checklist, there is a thing for getting a spare lumen crystal, and that's what I want to work on. So we're going to go ahead and load our game. Actually, let me be right back. I'll try to get back to where I was before, so yeah, be right back. Actually, never mind. I'll just show it to you guys. So what we're going to do, since we're still lumens, because that's a good thing, let's go ahead and take our classes. We need resist magic. Good God, we need resist magic. So that explains why the place exploded when we imprisoned him. So when we pardoned him, like, nothing really happened. He just got scot-free. Excuse me. You learn to consciously project a magical shield around your body, blocking intrusion, a powerful technique, but you can't keep it up for long. You gain increased resistance against heat and cold, becoming comfortable in different weather and environments, and also does sip hot soup without burning your tongue. You learn how to quickly flare magical shields around you to deflect an incoming attack. This uses much less energy than a constant shield, but it requires good timing to be effective. You learn how to maintain a low-level deflection field so that magical attacks not directly targeted at you will slide harmlessly aside. This doesn't need much power, so you can keep it up for long periods of time. Alright, so I would rather not go. I'm yielding. So our mood's pretty abysmal at the moment. The biggest issue is the freaking loneliness, which there's not much we can do about that. What we can do is just become less depressed. Actually, what we can start doing is becoming more willful and just working our way that way. Counting success, yeah. Classes. The good news is, since we got so many bonuses, we have so many skills in Lumen already, it's not that big of a deal. So we're going to go ahead and do some more classes. And we're going to do wield magic. You learn to create a blade of solid light, which you can wield like a sword to slice through flesh and stone alike. You learn to direct a beam of searing light through the end of a staff, burning whatever you point at. By the way, our guards suck. They just let me die. By concentrating, you can create a wave of discontent, which panics, confuses, or enrages other people around you. You learn to shape light into images of things that are far away or things that don't exist at all. You learn to create a powerful explosion of light, burning those caught within it and blinding others who look at it. And blah 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 blah. I'm gonna fail. Yeah. Thank you for the pressure. Your age. Oh, I failed the court manners thing. Talk to your aunt. Sense magic. Why does that fail? I have 90. Position. Thank you. Giving her a court position, it's pretty I don't know if it provides anything throughout the game, but I know it helps you in the naval combat, or it's one of the things you need to do a certain thing in the naval combat. So our stuff is a little bit more balanced, but not by much. I want to go ahead and keep becoming more willful. Yeah, we're lonely. Alright, so what we can do, for one thing, is go ahead and change our outfit. I'll boost our economics. So classes, we're going to go ahead and get resist and sense magic and get that taken care of. Yeah. That'll max out pretty much everything, which is what I want. So sense magic, resist magic, done. You expand your senses, learning to detect spells and magical creatures at a greater distance. You learn to detect lingering traces of strong magic from the past, even when the spell has long since completed. You have nothing more to learn from sense magic. You learn how to directly counter offensive spell magic with your own power, so you can burn out a spell that someone else has cast. This is very dangerous if the other spell is too powerful. Your increased skill and power gives you innate resistance to mind-affecting magic. You understand the flow of power gives you increased resistance to damage caused by magic, even without a shield. You can still be hurt, but less than an ordinary human would be. And we maxed out resist magic. Yeah. Let's go ahead and fail the check. Thank you for the anger. Yeah. Okay. And just keep becoming willful. Okay. So, skill-wise, we're good to go there. And let's go ahead and take our court manners classes, as I was trying to do before. We've kind of oh, I screwed that up. I screwed that up beyond belief there. Alright. Let me be right back, because I need to fix that. Okay, I just think so a little bit out of order, so I maxed out Sense Magic already. I'm at 100 Sense Magic, even with this outfit, with a different outfit. When she mentions that it's illegal, her first thought, Elodie, was like, she doesn't believe it at all, and now she says there are traces of old magic around her, too faint to make sense of, but strong. Why keep it hidden? It's not illegal to be a Lumen. And that's all the same stuff. Okay, so she knows that Lucille says she's not that powerful, but she, with 100 Sense Magic, you're able to detect old magic. You can detect that Lucille probably knows a lot more about magic than she's giving on, which can be useful. Offer a court position. We can accuse her now, though, which I'm not sure what that does. I'm a little nervous. Let's see what it does. I don't think you're weak at all. I think there's something else you're hiding. Like what? You open your mouth to answer and you find yourself unable to speak or move. My power isn't like your power. Like little princess, I control the absence of things, sound, light, life. But you dying now won't be too suspicious. Instead, you're going to have a very unfortunate accident. You will remain alive, helpless until everyone gives up hope of your recovery, and then you will die. You want to tell her that she's wrong, that you'll never give up fighting, that you will defeat her in the end. But her magic is too strong, there's nothing you can do. All you can do is nothing, forever. I like how you passing 100 sense check kills you. Oh, that's amusing. Alright. Well, that makes me a little curious then. So let's goof around a little bit. Load game. Yes, let's do this. Okay. Alright, so classes... Okay, we're gonna go ahead and change our outfit. Actually, we can't change our outfit. This is annoying. Yeah, there's not much I can do about the court manor stuff. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I want to see what happens. And then I'll probably just go back and go through it with a minister, because I'd rather have that. So classes... Lumen, resist magic. Done, done. Okay, so classes... Sense magic, resist magic. I'm going to fail a bunch of checks, because that's what we're good at. Talk to your aunt. I don't think that's true at all. Yeah, traces of old magic. Accuser. That's what you think. Calling out your core of inner strength, you push your own magical energy into her spell, overloading it. What? What are you doing? There's a loud noise and the smell of burning. When you can move again, you find your aunt lying lifeless on the ground, a glimmering purple crystal beside her. Moments later, your father rushes into the room. Elodie, what happened? Aunt Lucille was an evil Lumen. She attacked me. It's alright, she's gone now. You feel... +5 depressed. You feel drained of all energy and can barely keep your eyes open. Leaving your father to clean up the mess, you crawl off to bed. So, we exploderated her face, became depressed. But I kind of want to keep her around, to be honest. But, I don't know. I'll go ahead and call this a video, and I'll see what I'm going to do. When we come back, I'll be probably around the area where we're about to fight the demon. Or not the demon, but the guy that claims he's possessed by a demon. And I'll let you know what I've done, if I decided to keep her or not. So, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Long Live the Queen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.